Well, y'all know I'm finna cook tonight. Y'all know I'm finna cook tonight. I had to get on here tonight. This ain't one of my scheduled times. But you know what? I had to cook. Yeah, I'm cooking tonight. That's okay. Got a guest coming on. Oh, it's time to get it. It's time to get it. I'm going in. See, people get on my last nerve. Always trying to run their mouth. Telling me what I need to think and how I need to think and this and that and this. Shut up. Shut up. I got this. Weili Zhang. Huh. Are you serious? But I told y'all, didn't I? I told y'all. I told all y'all. I told y'all that this was coming. What did I tell you? This girl's going to start getting privileges that she hadn't worked for. Okay. I rest my case. I rest my case. Folks, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure out what was going on. And this is what I was telling y'all. Guys, I put this out here months ago and told y'all that this was coming. I told y'all this was coming down the pipe. Okay? I told y'all this was coming down the pipe. People thought I was hating. People thought I was hating on Weili. Ain't nobody hating on no Weili. Why would I hate on her for? Okay, what do I have? What do I want to hate on her for? I don't want to hate on her. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. And everybody hating on Valentina because of her interview. So what? Valentina, she always been raw. Why are people so shocked that Valentina had the things she had to say? Why are people shocked? Why are people shocked that Valentina just kept it raw? Matter of fact, I'm sick of the music. Let's cut the music off. Cut the damn music off. Why are people so shocked? Okay? Yeah, what's up, Wild? I'm catching this in the morning. Great chat. Yeah, it was great chatting with you too. Love talking to you. That's my partner. That's Wildest Moments, Tay Tay Brown. That's my partner. Okay? The thing of it is, y'all, it's a thing. Y'all, what is Valentina Shevchenko supposed to say? What is she supposed to say? You got somebody right here, okay? You've been working, and I'm going to say this again. You've been working your whole life. You've been working your whole life to get to a point, to get to the pinnacle in your career. Okay? To get to the pinnacle in your career. And, you got to sit back and you got to sit here and watch somebody else, first of all, clout chase off your name because that's what she did. And y'all smash the like button. We got these trolls running around in here because they don't want to hear the truth. They always want to tell you what they think you need to say. Listen, I'm going to say what the hell I want to say. Okay? I'm going to say what the hell I want to say, and I'm going to say it in the fashion that I want to say. Okay? Even if Valentina want to play heel, look. I mean, what is she supposed to think, y'all? First of all, and let's go ahead and run it down, okay? First of all, Weili get the belt, and the first thing that Weili do, she call out Valentina, who already established, who done already fought wars in the ring, done fought wars in the octagon, done did all this damn work to get to a level, okay? She had to work to get to this level. She had to work to make the payday. She had to work. She did all the groundwork. And then you got somebody, okay? Then you got somebody coming in here, okay? Ain't done a damn thing, okay? Ain't done a damn thing. Ain't did nothing. Okay, you beat Jessica Andrade, okay? You beat Andrade. You beat Andrade, who's athletic and one-dimensional. All she know how to do is pick you up and slam you. And if she's ineffective with the body slam, she can't beat you. That's Jessica Andrade. That's who you beat. We can sit back. We can look at the rest of your resume. Okay? And then you beat Joanna. Tough fight. But that's somebody who Valentina just thrashed 4 times in a row. She did it 3 times in Muay Thai and did it once in MMA. So somebody that Valentina easily made easy work out of Joanna. Easy work. And now, she's supposed to have respect for Weili. Why? Hell, Jean Malay, one of these people, man, running around. I mean, what respect does Valentina need to have for somebody sitting here clout chasing? So what? Valentina don't give a fuck about what y'all think, what Jean Malay thinks. She don't care about that. See, Jean Malay drew first blood. Okay? Jean Malay drew first blood. She the one that called out Valentina ain't done nothing. She ain't done nothing. She ain't done nothing. She ain't defended the belt. She just got the belt. And damn, you lucky you got a title shot. You was given the title shot. And let's just be real. Because people still don't get this. I don't know why people don't understand this. The fight was in China. Jean Malay is Chinese. So business move, they gave her a fight. Okay, she was given that fight. The fight was gift wrapped, okay? Gave to her right on the platter. Gave an opponent, a beatable opponent, right there on the platter. Okay? Gave her a beatable opponent right there on a platter. There it is. Champ. Now they're trying to say this girl, they're trying to give her more popularity than Valentina. What? She's ranked above Valentina? Fuck that. There's no way that she's ranked number 2 ahead of Valentina. She struggled to beat Joanna. Valentina was absolutely right. Valentina was correct in her assessment. You struggled against Joanna. You did. I mean, what the hell else do y'all want Valentina to say? I mean, she said it was a good fight. Okay, she said it is a good fight. Valentina don't have to give credit to no Zhang. She ain't got to give credit. She don't have to. That's the thing. Let me ask y'all this. Did Jean Malay give her credit? Did Jean Malay give her credit for beating Caitlin Chikagian? Okay, like, why does everybody have to be so damn sensitive to Jean Malay's feelings? Damn that. Damn that. Okay? Jean Malay, man, look, Jean Malay got to the UFC clout trade. She got in here clout chasing immediately. You win a belt, you call out Valentina, you ain't even defended the damn belt. I ain't trying to hear this. You still got people in the division that need your attention. And you talking about, oh, I want to fight, I want to, you want to peel off Valentina name. I understand what Valentina at mentally. I understand where she at. I know exactly where she at. And I know exactly how she feel. You come into the fight, you come into the business, okay? You taking short notice fights, okay? People all got you the underdog. You had to come in fighting against bigger people because they didn't have your damn weight class. You go in there and you beat all the big people, all the 135ers except Nunes, and you go 8 damn rounds with Amanda Nunes. 8 rounds. And Nunes has been knocking everybody out, mind you. You go through the hell with Nunes. You go through the pressure that Juliana Pena put on you. You go through damn near getting your head kicked off by Holly Holm. Okay? And people, now okay, and I saw people trying to discredit Holly Holm. Okay? I saw people trying to discredit Holly Holm. Okay, I'm not trying to hear that. No. See, you guys were big on Holly Holm. See, now we can't say that Holly Holm was old, okay, when she fought Valentina. Wait a minute, because Holly Holm was damn near fresh off that whole Ronda Rousey fiasco. Okay, like she had already done a lot of damage in that. Stop it. Stop it. Amazing, man. Amazing. Amazing that somebody, okay, who's done damn near absolutely nothing. She had a fight, a very good fight with Joanna. A very good fight. But guess what? Valentina murked Joanna. She was in that, she played, Valentina in there playing with Joanna. I'm talking about in there playing with Joanna. Okay, like really didn't even use all her skill set to beat Joanna. And you mean to say that this woman is ranked ahead of you? Nah, man, nah. I don't blame Valentina. Damn that. Damn that respect stuff. Nah. She ain't had no respect for you. I don't blame Valentina at all. She ain't had no respect for you. Okay? She ain't had no respect for Valentina. Because had she to respect Valentina, she probably would have said, you know what? One day, I want to defend my belt. And then, Then I want to challenge Valentina. Nah, you come right off the hip. Nope, I want to fight Valentina. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You want to fight Valentina because Valentina, that's the hot topic. And then let me tell you, Valentina go in there and she beat John Malay because that's what the hell happened. Valentina will beat the brakes off John, and guess what? Then people that are fans of John Malay, guess what they gonna say? Oh, well, Jean was too small. Jean was too small. See, the excuses are gonna rise. But I wonder what excuses that you Jean Malay fans have. What excuses do y'all have, okay? Because y'all know she technically lost the fight. Now, I had fun. I had fun. I had lots and lots of fun laughing at Joanna because let's just face it. If I got my choice between Jean Malay and Joanna, I'll go with Jean Malay. Okay? I don't like Bojangles. Can't stand her. But y'all know I've always said that I'm biased and I'm balanced. Okay? I'm biased but balanced. I've said that. I've said that I'm biased and I'm balanced, and I tell the truth. I thought Joanna won the fight. Okay? I was never hyping up Jean Malay. I've never been a fan. And everybody named Mama, okay, everybody named Mama know I wasn't a fan of Jean Malay. So I know I wasn't hyping her up. Nah. The UFC, they done went in here. They done gave this girl a ranking. They done did it. They did it on purpose. We know that they did it on purpose. We know how it is. Okay? They trying to do that. And you got fans, goofy fans out here trying to discredit Valentina. There was a guy typing to me talking about, well, who did Valentina beat? She beat a blowed up Joanna. And see, that person, you so fucking stupid. The person that said that. Because Joanna's natural weight class is 125, you dumb jackass. Joanna Bojangles' weight class is she's a natural 125 pounder. Why do you think she struggles to make 115? See, people are so stupid. Just so stupid. You don't know nothing about the game. You don't know nothing about fighting. You don't know nothing about the game. Nothing. Just a damn fool. I had to get on here. I can't stay on here late. I'm going to cook, though. Oh, I'm going to cook on this. Then you got goofy fans running around here talking about Valentina ain't fought nobody. Who has Valentina even fought? You sitting here, you a lie. Okay, you know Valentina ain't won nobody. She ain't fought nobody. You just a Valentina nut hugger. As if Valentina got nuts anyway. Stupid. People stupid. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. If Jean Malay get into that octagon with Valentina, that's going to be the worst beating that she ever gets. She's going to be completely humiliated, and she's going to get destroyed. And all you people that you know you fans of Jean Malay, okay? You guys even have Asian names. I know that you guys are fans of Jean Malay. Don't ask me to come on here and be fair and balanced. Because you guys know damn well if Valentina Shevchenko was the one clout chasing, if she was the one clout chasing saying, let me fight Jean Malay, oh, y'all pandas are being a bunch. What is Valentina talking about Jean Malay for? Valentina would get on there and destroy Jean Malay. Let's just get that right. Okay, let's get that right. Valentina would destroy her. Valentina would beat her into a whole nother level of unconsciousness. You know and I know. Jean Malay had no intentions of fighting Valentina. None. Zero. She had no intentions of fighting her. Again, another clout chaser. Another clout chaser. Just somebody, trying to get their name and get their publicity out there, trying to get it out there, okay, as fast as they can. Because they don't want to do the damn work that's required. Somebody had the nerve to ask me, y'all. Like, seriously, somebody had the nerve to ask me, what has Valentina done? Who has she beat? Really? Who has she beat? These people are stupid, okay? And they probably just trolling. Just trolling. Bunch of goofy, stupid trolls. Just stupid. We can talk about Jean Malay's resume. Let's talk about it. Because, see, people, y'all are such fans of Magnum. Y'all are such fans of Magnum. You guys love Magnum Jean Malay so much. Shouldn't you guys be able to tell me all of her opponents? Because she's done so much, okay? Done so much. The biggest win on her resume is Joanna Bojangles. That's the biggest win, okay? I gave her credit for Andrade, okay, who, to me, one-dimensional. I gave her full credit for Tisha Torres. Okay, the only two fights on her resume that I even recognize is Tisha Torres, okay, Jessica Andrade, and Bojangles. That's it. Okay, Joanna was solid. Jessica Andrade, one-dimensional. Tisha Torres, okay, is so short she can't even fight at a range. She can't do anything. Okay, next you got Danielle Taylor, Jessica Aguilar. Jessica Aguilar, hell, she ain't even in the UFC anymore. Okay, Jag not even in the UFC anymore. Danielle Taylor not even in the UFC anymore. And then she got a whole host of other people. Okay, Sotomayor, but she done beat the Sotomayor sisters, beat them up. Bet y'all know who the hell they are. Then a whole host of other opponents she fought over in Asia. A lot of opponents she fought over in Asia. The only person that I know from Asia that she fought was Samantha Jean Francois. That's it. That's the only person I know. And the rest of y'all, I'm pretty sure, y'all don't know who these people are. Of course you don't. Of course you don't know who these people are. No, you don't. Okay? Who's Valentina beat? Okay? Who's Valentina beat? Who is she beat? She beat Juliana Pena. Bigger. Bigger than her. Outweighed Valentina Shevchenko easily. Valentina couldn't even make the damn weight versus Juliana Pena. She came in at 133 pounds. Okay, Valentina couldn't even get up to 135. Beat her. Sarah Kaufman, short notice fight. Valentina came in at 134 pounds. Beat her. Sarah Kaufman had the size advantage. Beat her. Then she fought Holly Holm. Holly Holm was a favorite in the fight. And see, this is the thing, man. Holly Holm was the favorite, and now people talking about that Holly Holm was too old. Really? Really? Holly Holm was too old. Okay, but back then, y'all was praising Holly Holm, saying that the Bullet don't have a chance in hell in beating. I had people telling me this stuff. No, I can't let y'all off the hook. I can't let y'all off the hook for this. I can't let no. I can't. No, we can't have this. No. We can't have this. Holly Holm was legit when she fought Valentina. Okay? Yeah, PCBH. Holly Holm went 5 rounds of sideboard. Then she fought Amanda Nunes twice. She went 8 damn rounds with Nunes, and Nunes been knocking everybody the hell out. Amanda Nunes been knocking people out. I'm talking about knocking people out. Smooth, out, unconscious. Guess what? Valentina made it through 8 rounds with Amanda Nunes. And these people, y'all got the nerve to say that Zhang Weili is on Valentina level. She not. She not on Valentina level. Okay? She not. And there's levels to this. It's levels to this. When she got in there and fought Bojangles, hey, she knew right away. Nope, this ain't somebody I'm finna get in here and just dominate. Nope. She went in there and fought Bojangles, and you know what? Zhang Weili talking about I'm finna take a vacation. You damn right. We know you finna take a vacation. You gotta let those injuries heal. Bojangles with her big old dome, alien looking head. Bojangles put them hands on you. And see, you wasn't ready for that. You didn't think Bojangles was gonna throw them hands like that. Bojangles got some good hands. Bojangles was putting that jab in your face and then following it back up with that damn right hand. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what you did? Okay? You had a new respect for Bojangles, and then Bojangles started backing you up. There it is. There it is. It is what it is. It is. Hey, folks, what can I say? And then you got people leaving comments, man, you biased. Of course I am. I told you I was biased. See, what don't stupid people get? And shout out to George Page in that super chat, man. What don't dumb people get? Like, you just not recognizing I'm biased? Of course I'm biased. I'm rolling with Valentina till the wheels roll off. And if the wheels fall off with Valentina, I'm going to put them wheels right back on. I'm going to put them wheels back on. Valentina got to show respect to Jean Valet for what? Valentina was like, I don't give a fuck about Jean Valet. Okay? That's what she said. See, Steven, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you. She wasn't fair. No, she said the fight, it was a good fight. She said it. But she said Jean Valet struggled. I mean, what's false about that? Valentina, y'all got to remember, Valentina is Russian, man. Russian people and Ukrainian people from where she from, Kyrgyzstan's. What these people, they're brutally honest. They tell you the truth. Valentina just told the truth. Okay, I mean, does anybody think that Jean Valet ran through Bojangles? Tell me, tell me, tell me. Okay, does anybody think Jean Valet ran through Bojangles? What did Valentina lie about? Tell me. What did she lie about? She told the truth. She said Jean Valet struggled in that fight. What was disrespectful about that? I mean, it's the damn truth. Jean Valet struggled in the damn fight, and Jean Valet was getting pieced up by Bojangles. I don't understand. People, you know what? We're in this generation, and people have so much problem with the truth, and they can't stand when somebody think differently, have a different opinion. And people, what they want to do is they want to change your opinion. They want you to think what they want you to think. Nah, man. Later for that. Later for that. Okay. Y'all ain't coming on this channel, and you ain't finna tell me what I'm finna think. I'm gonna tell you this opinion, and you can like it. And if you don't like my opinion, well, fuck you. You ain't gotta like my opinion. You don't have to like my opinion at all. That's fine. You got your opinion, and I got my opinion. Easy work. You can keep your opinion. Let your opinion stay your opinion, and I let my opinion stay my opinion. And ain't nobody got a problem with each other. There's no problem. Okay? If opinions stay other people's opinions, that's just what it is. Like, what respect do y'all think Valentina need to show? Come on. Come on. Like, what respect does she need? I mean, Jean Malay, she ain't show Valentina no respect. Hell, I'm with Valentina on this one. I'm with her. Look, don't show her no respect. Hell, she don't deserve it. Maybe next time she'll stop clout chasing. I'm definitely with Valentina on this one. Here, you've been fighting martial arts your whole life. Okay, finally getting to a point where she actually making money from martial arts. Had to work. Had to do whatever she had to do to get to the point in her career where she's going to be financially independent. Seriously. Okay, seriously. Where she's financially independent. Then you got somebody just come over here. They gave you a title shot because the fight just happened to be in your homeland. So you get a title shot. But it wasn't nobody else to fight. There were several people that was to fight. Those people got leapfrogged because John Malay. It was over in Asia. And see, I don't even get mad about the business decision, okay? I don't get mad about the business decision. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Got a phone call coming in. Okay. Guess what? My main man, Roger Allen, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, man, everything's going good. Hey, guys, we got Mr. Roger Allen, man, done called into the show.
Hey, I had some trouble getting in a little bit ago, but glad you sent me a link.
Man, yeah, man. I, I mean, Roger, this whole thing, man. I guess people, I guess they're misunderstanding, Valentina's interview, man. They misunderstanding the interview, and I don't know, man. I got my views on the whole interview, and I know you can clarify a whole lot of stuff that people thinking.
Well, let me hear what your thoughts are because unfortunately, I had to take a call and I missed the start of your show.
Man, businessman, you're always busy. That's the business. That's the businessman. I just said that people saying it sound Valentina should have given Weili props and all this other stuff. If I'm Valentina, yeah, I don't blame her. I don't blame her for not giving her props. And Valentina just told the truth about the fight. Like, where did Valentina tell a lie? She was brutally honest. She said Weili struggled against Joanna. Somebody that she beat. Relatively easy. Weili struggled. It's the truth. Okay. She said the fight was a good fight. You know, but I don't know. Y'all want Valentina to kiss people's asses, and and if there's a respect factor, then nobody's crying that Jean Malay didn't respect Valentina. All right, nobody's crying about that. Jean Malay disrespected Valentina. See, she drew first blood. Okay, she drew first blood when you called out Valentina. You ain't done a damn thing within the UFC. You've done nothing. And you got Valentina who's worked her way up to the top. Had to take even a few short notice fights. Has been an underdog. Have to fight bigger opponents because they didn't have your weight class. Okay, so you had to fight at what, bantamweight, and couldn't even make the weight in bantamweight really. She was always trying to put the weight on. And one fight she came in at 133. One fight she came in at like 134.6. I mean, I remember all of this stuff. And her opponent's always outweighing her. She found a way to win. What has Jean Malay done? I mean, she struggled against Joanna. I mean, and now she's ranked ahead of Valentina, and Valentina's supposed to respect her. Hell no, nah, 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 nah. That's
Interesting, interesting. Well, let me start out by saying this. Number one, Valentina and Pavel and Antonina, they're good friends of mine. I don't manage Valentina anymore. She manages herself. We had some agreements. We had all those. We met our targets that we wanted, and I'm a rancher now. I don't manage fighters now. So what's great is I get to talk about this as a fan, just like you, with a little bit of inside information. So I guess you could say I'm dangerous, but balanced but biased. How's that sound? How's that sound?
yeah.
So we're in the same seat, but I can tell you, I mean, as you saw, I was in Valentina's corner. Like I said, they're just like my family, and I know Valentina very very well. But your take was very interesting, and I've read the same kind of interviews that were out there, and I was quite surprised that people kind of latched onto a narrative that was being put out by people that didn't even sound like they listened to the interview or read the interviews or anything. Even Chael Sonnen put out an interview, and it was like he was on a completely different foreign planet. Like he didn't even listen to it. Even his the people on his YouTube channel were saying the same. It's like, no, what are you talking about? You got this you got this backwards. So it seems to me that people are reading like the clickbait headlines, and some people are running with the clickbait headlines to get more users or followers or whatever in the situation. But I mean, number one, I'll start out by saying this: the fight. This last weekend, it was an incredible fight. It was a slugfest. It really was a brawl and a slugfest between the two of them, and I'll just go ahead and tell you, I've watched the fight now maybe 5 times, and I personally think Joanna won the fight. Now, do I think you know is a robbery? I guess that's not for me to say it's a robbery, but I think she won the fight. Now, obviously, did she like definitively win the fight? Well, the fight was a split decision, so it wasn't a unanimous decision. So there's always the potential for controversy, and there's always a risk of leaving it to the judges. But I don't understand. It's like there's some kind of there's some kind of like situation as if you think Joanna won the fight, then all of a sudden you're anti Zhang, Weili, which to me is absolutely crazy. People differ. People have a different opinion about the fight. I don't even know if you have to be a favorite of one fighter or the other. It's just, I guess, if you how you weigh the striking and the different things, the elements of the fight. So, to me, all that's debatable. But just because Valentina has an opinion, or she, she said it, it's consistent of what she thinks is important in fights, to be technical, to dish out more damage than you receive, and then how that damage is dished out. So I don't understand the outrage or how people are getting so butthurt or trying to, I've read that, on some of these where they said, well, Valentina is racist. She's not respecting this girl. She's calling her the Chinese girl. But I've known Valentina a long time. She reversed other fighters as girls, number one, and she's fought many a girl. She's fought Australian girls, Thai girls, Canadian girls, German girls, uh, Italian girls, Russian girls. They're all the same. It's just because Valentina, when she has a potential opponent, that's just how she addresses her opponents. There's nothing to it. And what's really crazy is you saw the video and the interaction with Valentina with Weili that they had at the PI when Weili's team went over to go, get her and ask her to come over and do the photo op. If she didn't like Weili or thought anything about her, she wouldn't take a picture with her. She would find a way to escape. But you saw that was the interaction there was all in good fun, and it's just, to me, it's really. I was quite surprised by some people that even support your channel that supported Valentina. It's like people lost their mind and lost their own independent thought and all this, and they really started listening to people, YouTubers or other people that didn't necessarily even listen to the interview. It kind of seems like a chain reaction where everybody's looking to jump to a conclusion. I heard it. I was doing some traveling. I heard it, and I was reading the headlines. I was like, that seems out of character for Valentina to do something like that. So let me listen to the interview. And I never heard what people were writing about. I just didn't hear it. And I'm one that I'll go, okay, well, let me go put my balanced ears on and listen to this again and see how you could twist this into something. And a lot of it was just, I said, everybody seems to be twisting this, at least to get started, as an agenda, whether it's they want followers or they want money or they want to incite a fight, which to me, let's go talk to the business side from the ex-manager or from what I know about the business. And again, I reserve the right to be wrong, or someone can disagree, and that's fine. But the very first thing when Weili won the championship, right out the bat, they called Valentina out for a fight. And I'm going to tell you from a business standpoint why they would do that. And we're going to talk uh, about pay, about the evidence that goes along with the pay. But when Weili won that fight, uh, the actions to jump to want a super fight right out of the gate rather than defend your title is to look for the opportunity to come to the table, get another bite at the apple, or to get a bite at the apple to get a better deal. And the fastest way to do that is you're either going to have to, do something spectacular, have several fights, or you're going to have a super fight where you can come to the table, for that fight. And that's what her management team did, and it was very clever. It was very clever on their part to try to do that, and it just was not something that the UFC obviously wanted to entertain, or they would have done it. So now that she's had a good fight and a spectacular fight, yeah, they may go back to the table, and who knows? There was some discussion. Ariel Hawani asked her if she had, if there was any talks of the contract, and she said, well, they said get more followers, get more fans. But back to the evidence of it is Weili, they published her purse, which was 100,000, 100,000 for the win, and that's the standard uh, contract with a championship clause in it. So a contender may get that early on, or a contender may get that, but that's what they start out with on their first title defense. That's pretty common stuff. So they were trying, my opinion, this is again my opinion, they were trying to jump ahead and get that number way, way north of that. And here's the benefit of it too is you get a bite at the apple, you get to go have a fight where you make way more than your championship money that you have. And then even if you lose, you come back down, you still are at your championship pay, and you have lost absolutely nothing. Now you may have damaged your brand but going up and having a super fight with Valentina as a 115er. Now let's think about this, Coach. If you don't win, and you go back down to 115, and you happen to go back down and you're still healthy, what did you lose? You got payday. Your stock may have even went up if you survived the fight. A lot of positive things coming, but it was a no lose situation for her team. Her management team was very clever, very crafty to create that scenario. So, and like I said, is the pay tells the story. If it was higher than that, then I would say, well, there had to be another motive for it. But days have passed; they're not jumping up and down and saying, "Yeah, let's do this." They haven't done it yet, and you know, consequently, Weili's manager also manages Rose, so now it would be a good financial thing on their aspect. Maybe more beneficial to the team over there to have Weili fight Rose, which to me that's a great fight. I'd like to see it, and I think Rose will win that fight if the Rose that I know shows up. After I think she'll do the same on her next fight. But a lot of this is just absolutely crazy. But let's go another step. But for Valentina financially, the best thing that would have happened for Valentina financially is for Weili to starch Joanna and everybody say that she's the greatest, and then then maybe she would have jumped up to this number 2 pound per pound ranking, which personally I think is. I tell you what, I would have been embarrassed if I was the guy that actually had to hit the upload button to change those rankings. I would have probably called someone and said, "Are you sure this is kind of crazy?" Because we have some credibility questions on our rankings, especially with pound per pound. Anyway, people think they're a joke after you get past 1, 2, and 3, but now it looks like even number 2 and 3 are a joke. And so, I mean, that's some crazy stuff. But if she would have starched Joanna, then a super fight would have really made sense. And like I said, monetarily for both fighters, it would have been beneficial for Valentina. But the way this is all playing out, if I was Valentina, I would just sit back and I'd say, "Yep, I'll fight her. I'll fight her for $1.5 million guaranteed fee, and don't come talk to me till you come with that number." That's what I would advise Valentina to do. And all this is like, yep, Weili's a star. You guys want to push her? No problem. You push her right into a $1.5 million fight on my side, and we'll do it. And that's just the way it is.
Oh man, he hit me with that's just the way that is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But no, like I said, I've heard all these crazy things about well, Valentina was a racist for calling this girl Chinese, and a Chinese girl. She's not giving her proper respect. Well, number one is Valentina. She's a woman of very few words. She really doesn't say a whole lot, and for her, when she said, "Yeah, it was a good fight," they put on entertaining. She never said anything bad. But if you expect her to come and give like grand praises to anybody that's a potential competitor, then you really don't understand a world class or athlete. It has nothing to do with ego or jealousy. Valentina has a full dance card. In fact, if you watch, she was actually on a UFC media tour through all this to promote her fight against Joanne Calderwood. But apparently, the media felt it was more interesting to see what they could provoke by asking all these provoking questions about what they thought about Weili's fight. And so, again, you want to know someone that provokes these rivalries, or it's typically managers and media. Those are the two that do it. And now you have managers, media, and YouTube bloggers, and a lot of misinformation that goes on out there. But it to me, it's I actually responded to a couple posts, but everybody has their own ideas. I won't even do that anymore. Like I said, I was quite surprised by some people jumping to these conclusions, and to me, it sounded like they didn't even read. They were like reading the Cliff Note version from some highlight of what somebody else said and taking it as truth and running with it. And I really expected more. And some were your listeners, even. I really thought they had a little more, I guess, insight than that. But I was quite surprised and by it.
Yeah, I was too. Basically, how Valentina, is misunderstood. And they don't understand where she coming from. I
The
don't get it.
one thing's clear. She's not misunderstood. Is she will fight Weili anytime, any place. And I would tell her right now. This is again, it's what I'd say is, yeah, I'll fight this Chinese girl. I'd say it just like that, and I'll do it for $1.5 million. Don't contact me till you, till you come up with that number. I don't even want to hear her name. That's what I would do. I said I have plenty of contenders, whether you like them or not. At 125, I can fight there. I can fight my contract out there, and again, I'm just a guy. I'm just a fan. But that's what I would do. It's like, yep, you want me to fight this girl? Yep, make it worth my while. I'll do it. But there's, because legacy doesn't pay the bills. That's one thing you have to understand. Legacy in this game doesn't pay the bills, and so these super fights are the ones that can pay the bills. So, but anyway, like I said, I think it'll be a very good fight for Valentina. Weili actually plays it perfect. Uh, she becomes the perfect victim in a fight like this because of her fight style. You come and have that same fight that you had with Joanna against Valentina, it won't last very long. She will put an end to it very, very quickly. Because even Amanda Nunes couldn't fight like Weili against, like she couldn't fight her straightforward aggressive style against Valentina. It just doesn't work. She will put the kraken on you, and it'll stop. But said it was a good fight. And that's a whole different subject. If you want to just talk about the fight, it was an incredible fight. But when you go ask one of the best fighters in the world, who has an incredibly high standard that they demand of themselves and what they consider as good, uh, you know, you're going to get the answer that's straightforward and raw, and you have a different level of standard or understanding of what world class is. Sure, I see, I guess, how people can draw different conclusions, but like I said, Valentina has a very high standard of what she considers world class. She's fought many, many world class fighters. She understands what world class is, and not just someone that's tough or strong or one dimensional or limited in their overall game. Uh, that maybe media or fans may think, well, that person's world class because well, they were ranked this or they're ranked that. That doesn't mean that you're considered elite among the elite of the elite. That doesn't, and that's, I think, where there's maybe a little misunderstanding, is where you have a disconnect of that. But me, I think it's good. I think the rivalry's good. I think it should just keep on baking. But I really encourage the fans actually to well, not fans, like, or just anyone in general, before you lose your mind over it, to actually listen what she has to say. As you said, listen to every word. Don't necessarily draw conclusions until you understand the fighter. But I've heard, like I said, a lot of silliness from media, from fans, and I'm sure it won't stop. I'm sure it'll just continue.
Man, God, dog, what that was man loaded. That was loaded, man. It was loaded. So Roger, let me ask this, man. So now you said you would advise Valentina to take about $1.5 million to fight Jean Willet. What
Yep.
what and so with that high amount of purse, then you believe that the pay per views will do about how many pay per view buys?
Well, here's the deal with the pay per views. pay per views now in this ESPN world, they're not what they used to be. And this is where some of those fights, and again, this is just from what I understand. I'm not telling you this is fact. This is me. I'm not going to tell you the intricate workings of the business. Still, I don't think it's my place to do that. But with this ESPN deal, the UFC, they get their money up front from ESPN. They don't have to. Where before it was an incentive program, they got zero. If a pay per view was a bust, they're the one that assumed all the risks. But they get their money no matter what from ESPN. So before, there's contracts with pay per view, and you get so many buys, but the buys are much lower because of the way their structure is of how you have to buy it through ESPN. So if you think the UFC is going to go give you, if the pay per view buys are lower, but no matter what, they've already got their pay up. So the before it was the whole model was built for for incentive. If you're a draw, then then they get their money from that, and you get a piece of the pie. But anyway, it's now that's that number really. That's why some of those big fights took so long to get put together, is because they had to negotiate what was going to come the back end on the pay per view, because the traditional structure didn't necessarily work.
Mm.
So for most people now, the pay per view is not that big of a deal until it comes into effect with your big fights like a Conor McGregor fight, or one of those really big super fights come into play. But that's, like I said, is the key is to get your money when you can get it.
Dang, dang, man. Yep, you gotta get your money's worth out of that, man. Jesus. Hey, so what now? So what next for the bullet? Like, okay, she got this fight on June the 6th, man, and she's gonna fight JoJo Calderwood. I mean, what's left like in the path? Like, did she go back up and try to face Nunez again after beating
Man,
Calderwood?
if I was advising, uh, which, and again, if to me personally, I don't think the Nunes fight makes any sense unless there's a big pay behind it. There's really nothing. She can fight at 125 and just starch people at 125, and continue to build her dominant, and I'll say legacy there. But and do it and get paid very well doing it. Um, this game, it can be short for some, and the key is to get as much longevity as you can. So, for her to do that, she's going to have to gain weight, and it'll take, in my opinion, it'll take something away from her at 125. But that's just my opinion. But uh, I think it'll happen. But I think all the parties are going to have to get on the right page for it to happen. That's, again, that's just speculation. I'm not an insider on that. I'm just telling you, if I were going to advise, I would say let's let this thing marinate, because why, you know, why do it? The Weili Zhang fight to me would be more interesting, because Valentina already actually beat Amanda already. The records don't show it, but her last fight, she won that fight.
Yeah, yeah, that second fight, man. The judges, man, it's like if you're a challenger and you're trying to fight for the belt, and if it's a close fight, I always feel like the darn champions, they gonna get it, you know.
You never know. You never know.
I don't think I can't recall a close fight that I've seen where the judges give it to. I think no, I seen Hiron Cejudo. He took the belt from Demetrius Johnson, and that was a close fight,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sure. Sure.
man. So now speaking of Valentina, man, what I mean, hell, man. So Antonina Shevchenko, she coming in, she finna, she about to fight Cavillo.
Uh-huh.
Um, what the hell? I mean, it's almost like Antonina gets lost in the shuffle, man. We kind of forget about her. But
Man, Antonina's awesome. Antonina is a really incredible fighter. I really think a lot of Antonina. Antonina, her last fight was a good fight. Got to see a little. You got to see her skills on display during her last fight.
So this whole notion that Antonina don't have a ground game, man. What's people
Well,
people see the thing, take him to the ground, and you can beat those two.
well, I told you this before off record. That's and a credit to Antonina and to everybody on the team. They never made excuses. They gave Roxy her congratulations, but I'll just tell you, Antonina wasn't 100% for her fight, which no one's ever 100%. But Roxy couldn't finish her, and you saw Antonina fight the next fight. She looked. Everyone said, "Oh, Antonina improved her game so much in this short period of time. It's a miracle." It wasn't a miracle. It's just this, it's like a complete misunderstanding or lack of understanding of of the game. So uh, it's maybe it's just because I have insight of knowing her skills and what she brings to the table. But yeah, let them keep saying that she has no ground game. I think you'll see something interesting this next fight. I think you'll see. I think you'll see it.
I can't wait to see it, man. I,
Hmm.
I can't wait to see it, and because I felt like Valentina purposely took Chikagian down because people kept saying that Chikagian was this great black belt, in
Hmm.
jujitsu, and that she come from this gym
Brown
where they
belt. She's
known.
brown. She's actually a brown belt
Okay,
from a good school. Very good school.
and I feel like Valentina. That's the first thing she did was took her to the ground, and I'm like, man, well, there goes that notion.
Well, the fight before she fought Liz Carmouche, who was a black belt in 10th Planet Jiu Jitsu. So, so you saw how that worked out. So, I, you know, me, I don't see anyone outstriking Valentina. I don't see anybody out jujitsu in Valentina. I don't see anybody out wrestling Valentina. You can say, okay, who's going to out wrestle her? You can talk about it, but no one knows that Valentina's wrestling chops. But she has taken down every one of her opponents in the flyweight division. I don't know if you saw Ariel Hawani stats that he had
Hmm.
that he posted when she was on the show. I'll send you a screenshot of that. I was actually even surprised. It was how many times she was taken down, how many times she's taken people down, how many significant strikes she's delivered uh, versus she's received. You know, incredible stats. I was, quite, quite, uh, quite. I was even surprised with it. It was quite shocking. But she's just that good. Valentina is just that good, and she doesn't owe anyone any apologies about being that good or having high standards of what she calls uh, good. You have to remember she's got 17. She had before she became UFC champion. She had 17 world championships and Muay Thai and K1. She's fought the best. She's fought many good people, and it seems that people even forget who she fought when she was at 135. So, uh, but I'll just like I said, I'll tell you, and me personally, this new pound per pound rating thing is it's a joke, and really the UFC should be embarrassed to even have that thing out there.
Damn. Oh man, Roger, man, I think you've been hanging out with us too long, man. You
No,
kind
man.
of
Well, see, I'm
you
free. I can
getting
speak
raw.
freely now. I'm a rancher,
Yeah, very very successful one.
so
Very
I don't have to worry about getting a phone call about what I tell you guys. It won't happen. So, or if they do, I'll just say, well,
man.
talk to the hand.
So
But
you you
mhm.
you know Valentina, man. What is she, how would she have respond? What does she respond to? How did she respond to this whole ranking thing, man? Like what is
I don't think she's. One thing you guys I think probably don't even understand is outside of them sticking a mic in her face, she probably doesn't even think about Weili at all. There's no reason for her to. She's preparing for a fight. She's helping Antonina. I guarantee you that that girl's not written any space in Valentina's head. She doesn't care about that girl. She is laser focused on her task, what she has at hand. So, and you talk about rankings, she probably laughed about it. She probably looked at it, and if someone told her, because she wasn't out there looking for it, I can tell you that. If someone sent her a message or someone sent it to her, I would imagine that she probably had a response as many of us did, is probably crazy. But I don't know what that response is. I just think that she wouldn't take it very seriously, and it wouldn't affect her one way or the other, because it really, it, you know, I think when you get to a certain level, if it's not affecting your pay, then it doesn't really matter. And I don't think that that ranking affects her pay at all. So I wouldn't even worry about it. It's like I told you, it's a joke, and it's even embarrassing at this point. I'd like to see any executive from the UFC get and try to explain that one, and not just. I would really would. It would be pretty funny for them to explain, and they won't do it because they're not the ones that make the rankings. They may have some insight to it, but they don't have to explain, because someone else gets to take the hit on those that are responsible for the rankings. But to try to justify it,
You
I don't
can't.
think you could. I don't think you could explain it. I
You
don't
can't.
think they would even try to explain it.
No, you can't justify it. I mean, it's just they're trying
It's
to.
laughable. I mean, it's like destroy the credibility of that pound for pound, 100%.
Mm,
Not that it had a whole lot, but it had at least the top. The top three usually are pretty good, and then after that, it's kind of falls way way off. But now that one just shit the bed, 100%. Not PGA 13.
he said not PG-13, man. Come on. Oh man, he greased with fire. Oh, okay. Everybody's saying it's marketing. Um, okay. A guy named Vujin just said Dana is desperate for this 2 billion Chinese people market. I don't know. I mean, so I
I'm not
guess
reading comments, so if you read a question or something, let me know. Let me see if I can put it up on my laptop.
yeah, you just got to come in and go to YouTube, and then the comments will pop up. Oh damn, it's Genesis Green. Yes, it's Genesis Green. He agrees with fire. He says coronavirus has the Chinese inside their homes. They'll be buying UFC to see her. Okay. Everybody's saying it's marketing. I got you guys. Oh, snap. It's 11:39. Holy crap. You know that?
Let's see. Let me turn the sound off so I'm not getting you blasted by both ends. Yeah, I read some funny. Marcus Bell's comments pretty funny. I just read that.
Called you up. Oh, whoever did those rankings put Zane over Val was either drunk, half asleep, or they let one of their kids. God dang. Um, okay, there's a good question here. Woodgen asked you. He said, can you tell if Valentina asked the UFC to make a fight with Zane? I want to see that girl get schooled so this stupid talk on the internet finally comes to an end.
Well, what I saw was Valentina was on a couple different shows, and she said she would definitely fight her. She would fight anybody. She'd welcome a fight. She'd fight anybody. So I think that's her method of actually, you know, sending the message to them. If they call her, Valentina has never said no to a fight. She's actually never said no to a fight, and so I don't see that that would ever change. So to me, like I said, they want it. They would call. If I was her, I'd say, sure, open your checkbook, and I will definitely do it, because She's not a ranked 125-pound opponent, but sure, I'll do it for a price. That's what I do. I wouldn't want to hear, well, you already have a contract and you have this, and I wouldn't say, sorry, I've got other 125ers I could fight. That's what I would. That's what I would do.
Yeah, man.
But because it is going to be a big fight now that we have this conflict. Now the conflict's out. It's already brewing. Uh, I think they just let this thing continue brewing and let it go, and then we do have a big fight on our hands. It'd be great for Valentina financially and for Weili. So why not let the rivalry brew? But at least let's be intellectually honest about the whole thing and not start calling people, or like I said, everybody seems to be reaching for something to slur Valentina and her character of being jealous of how's she being jealous when she's going and doing her media job, which I'm sure she would probably could think of 1,000 other things she would rather do than to go and go be pulled and go have to do that. But she does the job that she has to do. But you're going to promote your fight, and that's everybody just wants to talk about that one fight. And you give them the answer they're asking for, and then people don't like it. Then don't ask me the question. You know, and
Yeah.
ESPN, Chael Sonnen, really that was an embarrassment too of what he said. He should have actually done some due diligence there. That's quite silly of what he had to say. He actually got that whole mark wrong. But when you're that position, you can say what you want, and then people they take it as they don't even investigate what was actually said or what was done or who initiated the initial salvo of wanting to have a fight. But no, Valentina, if it makes sense, she will fight. But she's not gonna, as a champion, she's not gonna fight at nobody that doesn't have the ranking or hasn't worked their way up or whatever. And people can agree or disagree what they think of Zhang and or Weili and her skills, but she had a great fight. You can't take that away, but you don't at the same time. If you expect another person to say, well, she had a good fight because she had to travel to 4 countries and had to have a training camp in 4 countries, and Valentina's done it. So if she's done it, why on earth would she think it was that big of a deal? No one made a big deal of it for her when she had her debut. She was in Bali. I mean, they mentioned it, but there wasn't there wasn't a whole fan base saying, "Oh, well, she got the split decision. She would have got a knockout if she would have." Her fight would have been much better if she wouldn't have taken that fight on an 8-day notice and flown from Bali while she was on vacation, not even training for a fight, and then flew, through the course to Thailand, then through that whole trip to come to Florida. No one cut or made any excuses for Valentina, and Valentina didn't even make much mention of it. She just did it and came and did her job, and life went on. So if you expect her to make a big deal out of it or comment on it, then you're a freaking idiot. And that's just the way that is.
Stole my catchphrase. There you go.
I'm gonna steal a lot.
Man, steal it, steal it, steal it, man.
Uh-huh. Like I said, now I can bring some heat. I can let the genie out of the bottle because I don't. Like I said, I don't have to worry about upsetting anybody. So it's wonderful.
Yeah, it is wonderful. They say they don't get upset, but they do. They always get upset. Man, 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 man. So Roger, what do you think about the main event, man? I heard how Valentina broke it down.
Oh, the with Yoel and Israel,
Yeah,
man. Uh, you know, again, you have to understand the aspect of this whole of what both fighters bring to the table and what's at stake. Okay, and like Israel, he took a risky fight. You have to give him number one. You have to give him credit. He took a very risky fight with very limited reward. I mean, it wasn't a super fight or anything. But Yoel's a tough opponent, and I like him. I actually like. I think he's a. I think he's. I mean, he's a freak of nature. His age, 42, in that shape, and he's incredible. But he's fought a fight smart. He fought a very smart fight. He kept distance. He wasn't rushing. He did what he needed to do to keep from getting clipped, because what Yoel wanted to do. He wanted to hit him with a big hit. Get him with a big one hitter quitter, and or grab a hold of him, take him down, and do his ground and pound, do his strength. So Yoel at the same time was like, well, if I go in there and try to rush into him, he's going to light me on fire. And so you had this kind of game going back and forth. So Yoel was playing the distance game a little bit, and Israel was being cautious. He looked a little like, well, he was not sure of the distance where he wanted to engage like he normally does. And you basically had this kind of dance that played out kind of, not exactly, but you could, I guess, use the same comparison where Valentina fought Liz Carmouche a little bit of, when you're fighting a fighter that's complete, that's dangerous in every aspect. It's different than when you're fighting against an opponent that is dangerous in smaller number of aspects. So you can tailor your game to it. You don't have to play as risky. You can sit back and just manage your distance and wait for them to make a mistake. And so, a lot of it plays in. I think the challenger in this case holds a lot of responsibility of bringing the fight to the champion. Not that a champion has to just necessarily sit back, but if you have a fighter that's just one dimensional and they have a limited number of avenues to beat you, I don't think as a champion you're obligated to go in there and risk, because what's so much take risk what's at stake for the sake of just entertainment. I don't. They're not incentivized or paid to. I'll give you a good example. We had a gentleman from Houston. His name was Daniel Pineda. He's a good fighter. He was a good regional fighter. He went to UFC. He had some success there, but he was the guy that was kind of, I guess, too small for his weight class, and so he got a lot of last minute calls and did some. Again, this is just my opinion. He did some favors for the UFC, filling in last minute, but he took some losses doing that. But at the end of the day, when they start looking at your record, when you string together some losses, it doesn't matter. He even had some fight. I think he had some bonuses, performance bonuses too. At the end of the day, when they start looking at the W's and L's, they don't add up right. You're out of there. Hey, coach, is that you, man?
Is that who?
You.
Doing what? Nah, that's Stamina MC.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
What's Stamina doing?
Uh, he he's there,
Okay.
and I think Stamina. So what's up, man? Stamina. That dog, Stamina MC. Stamina MC. What's up, man? I ain't quiet. Okay.
That
He,
was you, man.
no, was Stamina. It's almost 12 here. Hey,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna address this comment real quick, man. It said, it's because Zane power and fighting style. Valentina has no power unless it's a leg kick, and her fights are boring. She's a great fighter, but her fights are boring. All right, man. I know what I want to say. That I know what I got to say to that. I know what I got to say to that one. Okay, boring. So what you did was you tried to discredit her win versus Jessica I, because she knocked Jessica out. That was knockout of the year. Okay, that hadn't been another spectacular knockout like that in WMMA. Right now, I mean, Valentina did it. She put Jessica to sleep. Okay, she she put Caitlin Chikagian down. So I don't understand how's that boring. You know, I mean, she fought a tactical fight. I mean, she did what a mixed martial artist is supposed to do. They make adjustments. Is that's what you're saying? So Valentina, I guess she's supposed to stand there and trade. and get the shit beat out of her. And just let people punch her in the face. Just for your entertainment. She's not supposed to be defensively sound. Nah, 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 nah. Right? Okay.
Well, I'll tell you, everybody has a plan till they get in front of Valentina, till they get hit by Valentina. So when you say she doesn't have power, I don't know about that. I don't think they know what they're. I think that's not a objective assessment of what's going on. Like I said, is if Valentina had no power, why didn't Nunes just come in and just bulldoze over Valentina? You explain that one to me. That's one of those. How are you going to explain it? It's because she got hit and she didn't like it. You tell me any of the girls that's walked Valentina down and they start getting hit, how often they're going to just keep on trying to walk her down. Fights change. Did you see Holly Holm trying to walk Valentina down?
She tried to.
She got hit. She tried, but she was measured about it. She just didn't. She went reckless abandon at the fifth round at the end, and you saw her getting pieced up. Almost got plumb knocked out in the fifth round because of it. So I think that's again. I don't think there's a full understanding about what's going on in those exchanges.
They just don't get it. They just
Uh-huh.
don't get it. When you're dealing with a fighter who's defensively responsible, they can get you on the counter. You don't understand what you're looking at. Might be boring, but boy, Dana White loves it. Dana White loves it. So, even Dana White with his bald head, if he love it, then I guess she's doing good enough. I don't understand this whole boring thing. This whole Valentina can't fight on the ground. All that stuff been debunked, man. Okay, they got debunked. The ground game got debunked when she fought Chikagian. Okay, the boring game that got debunked when she knocked out Jessica I cold. Okay, I mean all that stuff's been debunked. Valentina she can stand in the pocket. She can fight on the outside. She can pretty much do anything necessary in the octagon. So, yep, everybody gonna be mad, Roger. They can stay mad. I don't care about them being mad. I don't even think Valentina, what respect does she need to show Jean Malay? How about this? If Jean Malay really wanted so bad, then talk to her team and figure out get this money thing going, and she wanted whoop Valentina's ass. Well, how about she make it happen? How about she do what she need to do to get in there and see if she can whoop Valentina's ass? I mean, sounds like a good
I,
thing to me.
I think they would be in for a rude awakening if that fight happens. I think they'd be in for a very rude awakening.
Now, my man Vujin, he's talking about. He said, he was saying, what about a rematch between Antonina and Roxanne? Oh yeah, yeah, I want Roxanne Modafferi head on a damn platter.
Oh man, shoot, Antonina would take that in a heartbeat. That would be an easy. That would be an easy. I would. Again, I'm speculating, but I don't see why Antonina's not one to turn down fights either. So she's fighting Cynthia Cavillo. So you think she turns down fights? You think if she didn't think she could grapple, that she would not take that fight? I mean, Antonina doesn't actually have a lot of people lining up to strike with her either. I can tell you that.
It wasn't Roxanne Modafferi. Modafferi took the fight to the ground as quick as she could.
Hey, that was you have to give Roxanne credit. She had a good fight against Antonina. So, but I know what Antonina can do, and I know that if they fight again, the outcome will be much, much, much different.
Man, man, man. Yep. Wow. Well, this is fun. This was fun. And all you Jean Malay fans, you know what? You guys can't win this one, okay? And I think if you're really a fan of the sport, you'll know that the ranking system is stupid. And you know, what do you have to complain about?
Man, here's the great thing: if you're a Jean Morlaix fan, is continue being a fan and continue to try to get that fight together. Hey, enjoy yourself, enjoy the success. It was a wonderful fight, but don't come up with a bunch of bullshit of trying to smear another fighter when they just don't. go and go and they have higher standards. Like I said, is from someone that is technically superior as Valentina, what she considers world class striking, what she considers technical, what she considers as good. She doesn't think that something is high level to go fight with your chin and see who has the strongest head. She thinks that's a brawl. And that's just not her style. She's not a brawler. She has higher standards than that. So if she disagrees with what you consider as high level, well, maybe there's just a big separation in the understanding of what's going on. But no one
Mm.
said that it wasn't a good fight. I never, like I said, I listened to it. I listened to what she said, and she said it was a good fight. She congratulated both ladies. That's why when I was reading some of the comments from some of the people online and people, even some bloggers that kind of I thought highly of, I was surprised. I go, man, it's like you guys didn't even pay attention, or you're really trying to read in between the lines, or you're really grasping at straws because it's ridiculous.
Grab some of that straws. The straws got a little hole in the side of them, so you can't even drink out those straws. Um,
But
yeah,
but come on, and like I said, I think I'm as a fan, I want to see it, but I encourage Valentina to capitalize on it.
I don't even want to see Valentina beat the hell out of Jean Weili. I don't even want to see
You,
it. Yeah, the fight it'll just be too easy. Man, that fight will be too easy. And they start hollering, well, Jean was too small, but yeah, she's a small girl with a big mouth, and she'd have kept her mouth shut, then she wouldn't have herself in this predicament that she in now. So it's all her fault, you know. Jean need to keep her mouth shut. That's what she need to do.
hey, good night, Tay Tay. I'm about done myself.
Yeah, I am
It's
too.
I'm running out of steam, and Coach already started snoring on us once,
Oh
so
man.
he is blaming on Stamina MC.
Yeah,
But we
yeah.
all know, we all know.
That was definitely Stamina MC. Oh, it was Stamina. Damn sure was. Okay, guys,
but
we gonna. Oh,
but
go ahead,
hey,
Run.
but, well, yeah, let's cut this off, man, and we can chop this up another time, and we can even make it a regular thing. Talk about other fighters who want to do that too.
Man, yeah, let's make it a regular thing. This is gonna be great, man. Make it a regular thing. Shoot, I come on. What days am I on? Oh, Friday and Sunday. Yeah,
All right, we'll
yeah.
figure out something. We'll
Okay,
figure out something.
man, I'm ready
All
to
right,
do it.
man.
Okay,
Well, you have a good night, Coach, and thanks for giving me the link. I appreciate it.
man. Thanks for coming on, man. That's the
All
man,
right,
the legend, Roger
all
Allen.
right, all right. Take care, man. Bye
You
bye.
too, man. My man Ellis Pagan in the house. Hey guys, don't forget Friday at 7 p.m. I'm gonna have Tanisha Tennant. That's right. Tanisha Tennant won the Phoenix Rising tournament. So, guys, I want to tell you guys about that interview on Friday with Tanisha Tennant. She's going to be in here. We're going to have some conversation. Definitely, guys, tune in. Tune into that. You guys, you're going to love it. You guys are going to want to, listen to what Tanisha Tennant has, her future plans. And hopefully, she's going to work her way into the UFC. It's just going to be something very, very special. So, guys, please bring yourselves into full attention. In full attention, Tanisha Tennant will be in the house. Tanisha Tennant will be in a house. In a house. George Page. Hey, George Page? How about this? How about this, George Page? Okay. You keep running your mouth, George Page. You keep running your mouth, and I tell you what, I take the pineapple, turn it sideways, and then I stick it right up your damn nose, George Page. You shut your mouth, George Page. You keep your mouth shut over there. That's right. Tell George Page, George Page, you keep your mouth shut. Shut up over there, George. Guys, I want to thank y'all for coming in. It's been fun. Thanks to Stamina MC for snoring. It was you, Stamina. It was you. He was over there snoring. And I tried to help him. But Stamina, he's snoring so loud, I don't know what happened. It's all your fault, Stamina. Yeah. But I want to thank you guys for coming into the stream. And guys, please, as always, subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube. I'm your host, Coach Sheldon Harrison, and I'm done.